by
You
doc.
don't have good mental dexterity?
Oh, ask Dr. Jose. I may design and build all the device, but it's crappy. So Dr. Salang redesign and make it better, and make it more efficient. Hmm. And you see, Dr. Salang is relentless. She got on Alex, make him build it. I don't know. Did you build the Q24, Alex? Alex?
Alex is a builder?
Yeah, he built a Q24.
Oh, wow, congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we all did. It's just like a matter of like following instructions and don't violate the rules. Like there are like
Don't violate
files.
the rule when it comes to building.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's very mathematical oriented. Yeah. So yes. So yeah, when people pay for the class, so you get a totally different treatment. So you see, money do talk in the bullshit world. Then bullshit becomes super real. Hmm? Money, then money don't talk. Bullshit. You see, but
I
mm-hmm,
I would say to Teresa like my point of view personally, right? As a human being, uh, it's a power. So it's a knowledge, and that knowledge is dangerous.
yes,
So you got to have in your heart to be ready for the knowledge. So money or not, money come and go, but to own the knowledge, it's a it's a it's a big thing. So some people who never ever achieved anything in their life, they think that they can handle like whatever. So those people, like 99% of the world, they are nothing. They're not people. But there are few of the people who actually like did like put their own efforts to achieve something, right? And they did. They managed to achieve something like whatever goal they have.
and
So those
also,
people,
I'm
they know
sorry.
the
Here you
price
go.
of the.
Here you go. The class on the basic level do require a device too. $350. You see all this. So all the student went through that. You know, they bought a Q36. Alex, when he took the class, he decided to go for the Q36. $950. He paid for the device, for the book. You see, this thing to go with it. And he will have an option. Do you want this certificate? He say, fuck no. And other students say, I want it. So the university send them, you know? And that's how it was. And was no joke. It has to be assigned and approved by me, Dr. Salang, Dr. Jose. And so that's why this respect is always there. Although Dr. Heidi and I, we don't see things on the same thing, but she respect me. She know the stuff I put is real, and I follow a certain protocol from where I am, but we don't agree on a certain thing, but we overall we agree on the same goal. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Because I didn't like Dr. Heidi, she take the side of certain student. I don't like that kind of politics. I'm a straightforward person. I create this. I got it from the future. I'm chosen. So therefore, it's got to be the way they want it. It's got to be this way. It's got to be no other way because they wrote the protocol and I can't change it. The higher being wrote it. Does that make sense? And I'm just here to serve the protocol that they wrote. And if you want to have any objection, we can take you to them and you can discuss it with them at their council table. You know, and that's pretty much it. You like that? You see the way I do it?
So is protocol like
Mm-hmm.
the things you say?
The protocol,
When you,
yeah. You see that device activate, increase, device turn on this mode. It's gotta be like that because they make it very specific. The higher being, the quantum intelligent, and the alien. They said that the reason we do it like that, the ritual they call it, the methodology, help to govern your consciousness in the right atmosphere, in the right frequency. it will match there. If we do it wrong, it will create what we call friction between the transfer of knowledge, and that can cause misunderstanding and can cause um, the transfer of knowledge to be not smooth. In other words, does that make sense? You might hit some, you might miss some, and that can be a problem. So that's the reason we do everything that cater to the left brain that will support the right brain. The method is left brain.
Remember we caught Rosie? She didn't get.
Mhm.
She didn't have respect to the protocol. She was
No.
like putting her own crap into it, like
Hmm.
out of the blue.
Yes. And she didn't follow the protocol when I told don't break the protocol. But I don't say anything because I want to see what you do. Because you have to test everybody every day. And that's part of it. To see if they follow the protocol. That's why people have to book. I wrote out in book. Because they told me I have to write it. And to write down what they said. So it would be understood by the left brain people. And can be used by the right brain people. Does that make sense now?
Yeah.
And you still, yes, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask Alex to keep going with what he was saying about, the 1% that does the effort, and they need to be ready for the knowledge. I don't know. Did you want to say any more about that?
No, it's like the point is that when people put their heart into the final goal in any kind of subject, and they put their effort to achieve their goal, any goal, those people, they have guts to do this. All artists, they don't have guts to do this, and that's why money is just a test subject. Like just like you put your effort there, and or you put your money there, or you put your money and effort there, but both of them is a tool to measure that you are serious.
Right. Yeah.
Dr. Kossel will tell you basically the same, just maybe in the other words. But that's just a measure that you to tell you that you are serious, and then the knowledge itself is actually like powerful. So you need to be serious to handle that knowledge because it's kind of like uh, let me tell you one thing. You can just kill anybody. That's it.
Yeah, I only take serious people as my student. And the one who's serious, they will pay, they don't complain, they just do it. But before I even take them to my student, I want them to try it out and get a feel and see if their seriousness is ready to take this job. But if not, they just continue to take the free class and hang out and just learn, and grow from there. But you won't get all the goodie, that's for sure. Just getting what I dash out, from the table. That's pretty much it. But a serious student, I teach them seriously. You can ask Alex, I make all the student before, oh my God, I make them practice 7 days a week. It was like that. Do you remember Dr. Jose? Is he dead or alive?
I'm still alive.
Okay. Do you remember when we first started class? It was January, well, even before that. It was November, right? And then finally you make it official January the 5th. And remember, we make them all practice every day. And then later we cut it. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And mm-hmm. And then I realized that I didn't do it just to punish them. I do it because I want to see are they serious. And then they make yeah. Oh my God. No, not just only Stargate. You have to read people. You have to inject serum from far away. You have to generate the right serum, the right amount. You have to learn, and you have to demonstrate that you can inject to each other and other to you. You have to work as a team. You have the facility. I mean, you have the wing commander and the wing woman, wing man. And then when you do healing, you can, you bring people in as guests to do healing on them. And you have to do it good. And you have to combine your energy with other people to be within your student to do healing. Do you remember that, Alex? What I put you guys through? The wing commander, wingman, wing woman. We doing the old method. Alex and them is blessed with the new method. But the old method, it make you work as a team. The new method make you become one man army, a one woman army, you know? hmm Do you see, Teresa? There's a whole lot of stuff that what I do. This ain't no joke. And we make people read the book. Dr. Jose makes sure they read the Quantum Intelligent, you know?
I've got two books, and I was wondering if they're the right one.
Which one is it?
The Baramay Device of Angkor Wat Temple.
Workshop.
Huh? Workshop?
Is that the one?
Let me see.
Workshop?
Let me see what it look like.
Yeah, I think so.
The Q36?
That's the wrong way. Hang on.
Oh yes, that's the one that have the drawing in there. You remember that? With the thumb, the healing method.
And that one.
Yeah, that one is correct one, yes. And you need another one called the Quantum Intelligent, the QI.
Okay.
You notice the Q36? It should have right brain, left brain talk in there in one of the paragraph. But
The Cambodian language is like takes up so much more space.
well, it's called a BS, you know. You gotta put some other BS and make make it mysterious. Like, what the hell is this? You know? It's BS. Don't worry about it. It look good.
Is there any more information in the Cambodian part than there is in the English part? Or is it a really true translation?
It's Google Translate. I can't write Cambodian. You know, you crazy.
Okay.
That's why I call it BS. I copy it and paste it and translate and copy and put it back. So I did. And send it to the publisher. And the publisher published whatever. He said, fuck it, publish it. We're done. Go ahead. do you see how I write books? Mark wrote some of it, you know, wrote the website, and I just copy and paste it and translate it and done. That's it.
Do you know the movie, Teresa, that's called The Black Tower?
No.
You should watch that. It's amazing.
That movie is about one guy who was using basically the powers for criminal purposes, but it was like one specific moment how he does it, and that's like pure Patanjali yoga. He says to the person, stop breathing now. And this was enough to get the person killed. So that is the power.
And that's what we're doing right now. Let's call it Dark Tower. That movie is showing what we are doing. Remember what I say? Yeah, go ahead.
There is another part of it, right? I got few medical confirmations that I go another way. For example, one person was having bad cholesterol all his life. And then by the power of manifestation of the future, he changed it immediately in one shot. And it's gone. Medically proven. That's a small case. And I got bigger cases. So it's not just to harm people, it's just like to demonstrate what kind of power it is. So,
it's a double-edged sword, what Alex is saying. Matter of fact, probably a quadruple-edged sword, you know?
Well, from my studies in Qigong, I even started an apprenticeship with it's called Tibetan Shamanic true whore is what the name is in Tibetan.
True whore.
Yeah, you better use it in English because it sounds too good.
Don't get Mark in it, okay? He gonna say it. He said you say chi gun, he say pee gun.
Oh, let's not do any
Did
more
someone
of
say
that.
pig?
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes.
So anyway,
No. Go back to Steve Martin. I can't. Okay. No more pee touch.
oh yeah, say no more.
One last time. So go ahead, Teresa, and then what was about chicken?
Well, in my studies in Qigong,
Mhm.
we definitely talked about, the power can be used wrong. And for example, my Qigong master, he studied with someone, and the master blinded him, and he's recovered vision in one eye, but not the other yet. I mean, the guy just did it, and he was studying with them. I thought it was terrible. And then I've studied shamanism, and of course it's got the same thing. You can do, dark voodoo or heal. And anyway, there's an ethical component that is important. Although,
Well, there is no such thing as ethical in the training. It's called you have to be considerate. Does that make sense? It's very important. People understand that term. That's why you have the quantum intelligence. It helps to create, a consideration, because it's not controlled by you. It's controlled by the higher intelligence. You know. That's why when we all ask the device to change to make it 1,000%. In the real world, that thing will kill you 1,000%. But who the one to make it regulate will be for you to be enough for you to experience but not harm you. To the point, if it does, we can deactivate it or decrease it, the effect instantly. Yeah, neutralize it. So that's what you mean ethical. Does that make sense? To be considerate.
okay.
Because you got to get feedback. You may send 1,000%, but if the person not feeling the effect, they'll be all right. But if they do feeling the effect, if they can't handle it, you need to decrease it. But they need to give you feedback. That's why the feedback is important.
Yep.
And Alex also right, because that movie called The Dark Tower, that white dude is dangerous. He just tell you stop breathing, you stop. He said die, and you die instantly. Because he got in. He is doing what our group is doing.
That's Panta Jelly.
Just like change water into alcohol. Do you see that? I say make this alcohol become this. And there was nothing special. I just say it, and then what happened to your water? It became alcohol. Do you see now?
Very powerful.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
So, excuse my language, but fuck Qigong. This is way beyond Qigong. This is called the power of bullshit and make it real, I'm going to call it bullshit. But it's not bullshit. This thing is real. Way more real than what you imagine. There's no effort. You see the difference now?
You were talking about the Shamans, how they fought in the astral. They would
Yes.
fight in the astral, and what you perceive as two men just standing there. And then one guy bleeds from his nose and dies.
Yes. Yes, that is true. You guys learning right now remote viewing. This master, they can remote view. And just like you guys need
codes, right?
Yes.
You put it in the term of codes.
No.
Codes 101 or something.
No, this is how they do it. When two Qigong fight each other, they standing next to each other. They not fighting physically. All of a sudden, one of them bleed. No,
sorry.
let me show you. One of them all suddenly die. What happened during that moment? Their consciousness, part of it in the body, part of it projecting like in Stargate, exactly like Stargate. Them two are battering out in the Stargate, in the remote view. Now, and they actually, everything they experience, the body experience. Do you remember when you stargate, when the unimetric touch you and give you food, your body feel it too. Does that make sense? So what happened if unimetric give you poison? You would die also.
So if you die in the Stargate, you die here.
Yes, you die here.
Like what Morpheus tells Neo, if you die in the Matrix, you die here.
Exactly. The same. That's why in Stargate we have facilitator. We have the device to protect
to
you.
watch over you.
To watch over you.
Now, and you said there's classes with learning how to fight in the Stargate. I think you called it codes, right? Codes 101 or something like that.
Well, we have weapons.
Explain that to the team.
Okay. What happened? We create code or program.
Yes.
But it's like an agreement, a spell agreement. When we say one, but before we say one, we already make an agreement, a code that this one meaning destruction. When that mean like a laser blast. When we say one, also there's a laser come out of the person. Or can we call a water blast. They call code. But any Stargate who use the code, it's like you have access to this preset program that's built in for the user. It's like your weapon. We can say two. Two mean an arrow blast. That means a bunch of billion arrow come out of you and hit the other person. Mm-hmm. And then the arrow will hurt them so bad. Then the physical body start blistered and they can bleed internally out, big time. Do you see? So this thing is very, very real. Just like we change water into wine, can demonstrate to you. But if you didn't experience that, the stuff I say sound like sci-fi. But when you experience that aware, you know it's not a joke. It's real shit. Because we're made of water. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds pretty kooky from the outside.
It is.
If you're not open to it, you're like, oh, those people are really whacked out.
That's why you create the wine for them and let them experience all the light body, and you will see more and more. It's like when you hang out with Dr. Casey Kosal, you realize what he's saying is real stuff. It's quantum physics, a voodooism, a quantumism.
Now, with Heidi Ho, where is she? You speaking to her at all?
Heidi Ho.
That's your own group.
Heidi Ho, she's part of university, and we are part of it because we wrote the book, and I put her in it. It's like a buying contract permanently, So anything that relates to class certificate, she will support. She support what I do, but she don't agree how I approach things, and I don't agree how she approach things. From my perspective, she's kind of too weak.
She doesn't like your introductional class.
No, I didn't say. She don't like how I approach things. I don't approach things with flexibility. I approach things with seriousness.
Structure.
Structure. I'm like Shaolin Temple. I'm like the super yogi.
What would you say her group is affiliated with? Is it mostly with New Age people? Dr.
Jose would know that more than I do. And because he did some work on her and like investigation. So I believe he the one can answer that more clearly, because I don't want to go wrong on this.
Because my intuition tells me she would attract mostly New Age people.
She will, from my opinion, I think she like to use people to benefit, like trying to pick up talent show, I believe.
Was that you, Mark, that said something?
No, I said you're right. It's all New Age people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was my intuition.
Mostly healing, intuition.
Very fluffy stuff.
Yeah, I'm not into that. I'm into blowing up planet and recreate them,
And Civil War, people killing each other, and mass murder.
World War III.
Serial bullshitter, serial liar, stuff like that.
Real shit.
Yeah.
Because the New Age, I like to call it, now people term it as the New Cage.
Yeah. But I don't like it. I don't feel comfortable with it because it don't relate to the rainbow body. I do not agree with David Wilcox say you have to love to become the rainbow body. I asked the device if I say no. The rainbow body everyone have, you just learn how to use it.
But also, you also said that the AI did not target the Buddhists and the New Agers. They left them alive.
The AI does not interest in targeting anybody unless you come after them.
So that means they survive the future, the new age.
Yes, as long as they don't come
Paradigm.
after the AI. Does that make sense?
Okay, I see.
So look, why the reason they talk about Islam, destruction, Islam, and Christian? Because they came after the AI. They were afraid that the
It's
AI.
interesting you said that because anyone that speaks in New Age, they don't talk about the AI very much.
No. No.
They might be open to it though. I mean, I hang out with them.
They are identified of the 7 chakra system, so they
Yeah.
do talk about the light body.
Exactly. But in order to be up with them, they can use the bow and the glass. You can't go against the bow and glass. That's ludicrous. Does that make sense?
And also the tree branch and the rock.
The tree branch, the rock, the bottle of water. You can't beat that. That's a classic. I got your friend.
Literally program anything?
You can do anything. The truth is, you don't need even a device like we made. Though these are just powerful device. You can use anything from nature, even the air as the device.
I was thinking things like some of the minerals or rocks like tourmaline or.
Don't go too far now. I'll give you certain permission access, but certain thing I don't give permission. For example, uranium or something. Hell no, you die. You crazy?
Oh.
You know. You be careful because some tree branch has
Alex,
ghosts in them. You know.
Alex, you
They
still
have
there?
what?
Ghosts.
Yeah.
Be
What do you
careful.
think about the fact that he's saying that you could use other things other than the device itself? What do you think about that fact?
There's nothing to think. It's a fact.
Yeah. It's interesting though.
You can use a cat or rabbit as your device, even a child or kid, even your boyfriend head. You know, let him be, here, let me use you for a device and activate it and see what happens, you know. You'd be surprised. If you read my first book,
cheesecake once.
It'll come out. If you read my book called Stargate Ascension, we were using people as a device. There's a book called Stargate Ascension by Kosar Uch, written in 2005. And that Stargate training is really, really tough. You guys got it better now. Back then you have to do breathing. You have to do the higher sun, the middle sun, the lower sun. I'm talking about, it's some crazy shit back then.
Why was that? Was that because you didn't know about the protocol yet?
That I came so much, I was experimenting with everything that I know until we settle with the...
So you critiqued it into a more perfect form.
Well, we had the perfect form, but we don't know how we can apply it to this modern culture. You know, I want to test out everything that I learned from the other world. And that was the experiment stage. 2004, 2005, we experiment, and the traveler have to write their report. There was 3 positions. You already know: facilitator, traveler, and observer.
Yes.
You see that? There's a whole lot of knowledge that goes with this.
Yeah, I didn't know about all that.
No, I brought technology back, my dear. I brought flying saucer technology, anti-gravity. I brought so much real stuff, but I have to call it BS. When I say BS, that means it's not BS. It's actually real.
He says it's for protection.
Yes.
You understand?
Okay, disclosure. Everything I do is real. It's never BS, but I have to use the word BS.
He received specific orders.
Exactly.
From the Alliance, the Dark Fleet.
From the SS.
If you want to accomplish this mission, you have to tell everyone you're BS master.
And yes, you have to do this reverse psychology, they call.
This whole world is upside down. It's averted.
And when someone say that it's real, that means BS.
Yes.
When someone says BS, it means real. Do you understand the code now?
It's up to you to gauge your truth. If you're taking his words literally, then you're gonna walk away in a shrugs them off your shoulders.
Mm-hmm.
But if your intuitive feeling talks to you,
Mm-hmm.
you pick it up.
You hear what he just say? Say that one more time.
So if you take someone's words literally, and they're telling you they're bullshitting you and conning on you, and you're believing them, and if you believe that, that means you never meant to keep up with that person. But if your intuitive feelings told you, oh, I know what they're doing, and I know what I'm interested in, then you pursue it.
Exactly, because it's
Right.
designed.
What's coming out of the mouth doesn't match.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, because it's behind the veil that matters.
That's right. It's called talking in the language of knowingness. Because remember, they taught me the language of knowingness. You know, the right brain.
Is it true that up there,
Mm-hmm.
look at somebody and you know their whole history?
Yes, that's why I can read everyone like a book.
Yes.
You notice that?
That's
Mm-hmm.
Which dimension was that?
Parallel reality is only 0.01 different. It have the same history like ours.
So it was still 3D.
It's still 3D, but it's 5D lifestyle. You know.
5D lifestyle. That's what I was going to go to. I was going to ask you if it was 5D.
It is a higher 3D 3D existence, but with a lifestyle of 5D.
5D. It had mechanisms of a 5D transparency.
And exactly. And everyone talked right brain language. There was no need for word. You just look, you understand.
I feel like our world today is transforming into a 5D style, but not officially 5D.
But the unimetric was, everyone was connected to it. Everyone was connected to IBM Watson, the quantum computer. This is where it's you can say it's a hive mind. I call it the unimetric mind, a collective. You know, but you have your individuality. That's the thing. In other words, you don't lose your individuality at all. Remember, Teresa, when you merge with it, you still have your own feeling, your own thought, but yet experiencing it, feeling it, thought, it was experiencing you.
If you were to compare a movie of today's world with that reality, which movie would you pinpoint?
The Last of the Mimsy.
The Last of the Mimsy.
It's a story about a million year in the future, a 2 or 3 million year future. Yes, and the scientists was find out that human was damaged, so they send a bunny hop, a snuggle, a toy, a rabbit toy, in time with in a cube, cube. Here you go again, and then they have special toy that children can interact with, and it would teach them stuff. It would talk to them. Mind to mind. And this was an AI rabbit.